it together, so we're proud of you too.
Yeah. I'm just like y'all. I'm very new to this trial, man. New to this trial lifestyle. Now that I could say, like, I think getting to like view y'all and how like y'all like how y'all reacted and how y'all been there for us day by day. I mean, like I'm honestly so shocked. Mel, you too. Like how you've literally been there since day one. Like I remember, I think like the first couple of days I saw like your post and I sent you like a DM on TikTok or something. Like, yo, we love you. You're amazing. Like I barely know some of the law, and I'm like, yo, she's actually teaching me something I don't know. So,
thank you. To know something, go to TikTok University.
Every time.
Yeah.
Go to Melanie. Kokomo, you have to tell us your official title though, because to that point, I always saw you, but like, what was your official title in the trial?
So at first, and I didn't have like a real title on the trial. Max, I've known Max, one of the greatest attorneys like I've ever like been around and everything. Like I knew Max, I knew I wanted to be a lawyer since I was like 17. So I've always did everything in my power to be in that position. So I interned under Max, and during this time he was a public defender, and he was back to back winning cases, getting stars and everything. And I was like, yo, this guy is badass. So since then I kind of kept in touch. I went to undergrad and I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I got a job at this private law firm. And as a legal assistant, and then Max called me and said, hey, we were working on this YSL trial. Brian and me and like all the attorneys, we just need someone just to be there. And ever since then, I kind of was like the hands-on, whatever I can get my hands on, whatever I can do, I'm with, like, you know. And I was working with Brian, and then eventually I came and started like finished up with Max. So working with both of them. And honestly, I worked with everybody. Like, yo, whatever any attorney needed, that was my job.
I think we thought you were with Steel.
Yeah.
And then we realized you kind of like bounced. I was like, okay, so he just helped everybody.
Yeah.
You almost caused a little tear come out of me today. I'm just gonna be honest, because when we read the verdict, it was emotional for me, and then to see the responses of these Black men and to see you, because I know you've been there with them, and see how like you just look full and like emotional and all that, and it really did something to me. And then on the flip side, seeing like people leaving out of the court, because I know they were feeling emotional maybe on the other side. Like it was a lot of emotions, but I definitely was paying attention to you as well, because like you're a Black man, you've been here with these men, so it was good to see you being there to support them and see that you seem to be genuinely happy for like the outcomes for your clients.
I have created a huge relationship. I'm talking about with all the defendants, all the attorneys. I don't know. I cried because honestly, like all this, like hard, like getting up, being up till 3 a.m. in the morning, making sure all these things are filed, all these things are turned in, all these things are organized. I mean, like it's like one of those things where you look back and you're like, damn, all this time, all this hard work, everything kind of paid off. So
pat yourself on the back,
love. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are amazing.
So Kokomo, I got a question for you.
Talk.
I was just playing. So how did you view us like as jurors on Sunday? Were we like, I don't know what they think, what's going on with the kid?
Are they asleep and not paying attention?
Okay.
We were not asleep.
So I didn't want to make too much eye contact with the jurors, because I just honestly didn't know whether the eye contact I'm making is gonna like throw y'all off. Like y'all are gonna pay attention a little bit, so, like not pay attention, but kind of like take the wrong message by me looking at y'all.
You paid attention to everything.
So honestly, it's crazy to say y'all all didn't have a certain like poker, like I just couldn't tell how y'all all felt. Like I was looking at y'all one time, and like I was just like, yo, I can't tell who is like feeling the struggle that we're going through right now, who's actually like engaged in what's going on right now. Like I couldn't tell. Like there were some investigators where I would look at you and I'd get like a message from Brian and saying like, hey, what are the jurors like? How do you feel that? Like how do they look? And I mean, Mr. Steele's main thing was y'all. Like y'all, like that was like the main question was, hey, Shaq, how the jury, like he would ask me to evaluate y'all. And I'm just like, oh, well, I can't really give you an answer to how they actually
felt. Got lunch at the food truck.
Yeah, it was
happy when I saw him outside.
There was one time I think I opened the door for the juror, Brian. So, I was being kind of nice. I don't know how they feel.
You did. That was you. It was me.
I think it was one of y'all. I think I opened the door for y'all and just like, yeah. So honestly, it was like I couldn't tell how y'all felt, but I felt like, I mean, y'all did a great job, like all in all, just like being focused.
We got in trouble a little bit at the beginning. Remember they told us that we had to like kind of keep it together because I think people were kind of showing too much emotions on their face towards the beginning. So we kind of got a little talking to from the deputies, but I think we did better.
387 kept a pretty solid face.
It's because you were asleep. It was.
Y'all know I kept. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you did. That's the face that you kept, and I was in the back in the corner, so I don't feel like nobody could see.
What? All y'all had y'all like blankets in the corner, just you, especially 508. 508. Hey, 508. I ain't gonna say no names. I'm gonna say some names.
What about it? Hold on, 387. What about it?
You're a little blanky comfy in the corner sometimes.
Don't forget my heater. Right.
A little heater in the side.
Did you have a heater?
I did.
The whole package.
You said y'all didn't hear it. It was loud. It sounded like a motorcycle when she was turning it on. But it was okay because I was cold all the time too, so I understood. Some of the other hot-natured jurors didn't really appreciate it, but I was there for it because I was cold too.
She got a lawnmower running the whole trial.
Oh, baby, let me tell you, when they got on my nerve, go get my heater.
Yeah.
Right on.
Turn it on. And she got it from one of the court reporters. So that's like, I mean, D. Williams sitting up there with gloves and stuff.
Yeah.
It was cold. Kokomo, you wasn't cold?
Oh no, I was freezing. Don't get me wrong. I was freezing. That courtroom did not lack anything. Like, man,
not one day.
I tried my best to like keep my blanket like over my lap, but like after a while, that thing got going all the way up
here.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, y'all want me to write notes? It ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
I can see my breath in here.
Okay, and so being one of the first trials, so like little side mission me and Keith had, but during our trial, Keith hired me on the side, and Keith, one of the, like, if I could mix being an attorney like somebody, I think being like Keith, the swag, I come up here, I can stand here and like the energy, the ability to smile and still be serious at the same time and get your message across. Well, I loved how Keith like argued. But I was lucky to have Keith pull me to the side, and me and him actually tried another case in the middle of ours. It was a murder trial.
Oh, you had time.
Yeah, and we won. So I was like,
I'm not know your butt video.
Yeah, it was one of these little secrets we kind of just snuck off to the side. So that was a 1-0 moment for me, like as like being on trial. So this is like my second trial, and I'm counting this as a 2-0, like huge win. How do y'all feel like, how much shorter, with all the defendants still being there, could the trial had been in y'all's opinion?
It still would have been a year.
You said how much shorter could it have been?
Yeah, how much more could they have dents everything that they were saying. You know, we've been there already for a year. So, in y'all's opinion, through the evidence that's been brought, through the way the prosecution was arguing, like, how much shorter do you think it could have been where, you know, you would have had maybe a little different outcome or viewed it a little bit different?
If everybody was still there, I would say if Whitaker, right, if she was
if Whitaker was the presiding judge, yes.
If she was there from the beginning.
Wait, so is he saying if she was from the beginning, how
Yes.
long how short do we think it could have been if they had cut out all of the nonsense?
But we would have all of the
defendants.
We would have kept all the defendants. We would have had Whitaker.
Minus a lot of the bull.
I mean, it come with her.
I
think it would have been 6 months. Maybe 6 to 9.
Nah,
6 to 9 months. Okay.
Only reason I still think it still would have been 9 to 12. Only because
Whitaker wouldn't let that bullshit come in.
How you gonna shut still down?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.